From the Capitol in 2011 to the courtroom today.
There are no associational rights whatsoever that are being abridged in this case.
Wisconsin's new collective bargaining law has stirred up controversy for several years.
And today, the state's highest court heard arguments that could finally put this issue to rest. Good evening, everyone. Wisconsin Supreme Court justices heard several hours of arguments today.
That hearing is now over, but it's still not clear when the court might rule. The history of this case began in 2011. A Madison Teachers Union and a Milwaukee Public Workers Union sued. They opposed the new law that limits contract negotiating powers for almost all public employee unions. It also requires the unions to hold annual recertification votes. A Dane County judge sided with the unions, but then an appeals court sent the lawsuit to the state Supreme Court. And that takes us to today's hearing. Fox 11's Andrew LaCombe was in Madison, is in our Fox Valley newsroom right now. And Andrew, if you will, explain those arguments.
Yeah, Tom, attorneys from both sides had plenty of time today to address the 7 Supreme Court justices. Wisconsin Attorney General J.B. Van Hollen contended the constitutionality of Act 10 isn't an issue. He argued collective bargaining is a benefit given through state laws, not the Constitution. He said union members remain free to associate with one another and they can ask their employers for extra benefits.
And it is none of those constitutional rights, of course, that are being abridged in any manner whatsoever in this case.
Attorneys representing the unions say Act 10 violates the associational and equal protection rights of union members. Attorneys argued individual school districts and municipalities should determine the power of unions.
This is a matter strictly of local affair, is not mixed, and is not something that is of a statewide concern.
The justices are under no legal timeline to make a decision. It's worth noting that the majority of the justices are considered conservative, and in a separate case, they've already reinstated some of the Act 10 restrictions. Live in the Valley Newsroom, Andrew LaCombe, Fox 11 News.
And Governor Scott Walker has another view on the Supreme Court arguments. The governor says he is confident that the law will be upheld. He spoke at a Veterans Day event in Green Bay today, saying if Act 10 were repealed, it would be devastating to schools and to local governments.
I think if you were to go around and honestly get a response from local officials, mayors, common council members, county board members, school board members across the state, what they'd tell you is that this has saved them tremendous amounts of money they can put right back into services, right back into the classroom.
Walker was asked whether the governor's office would be involved in the state's case, and he answered saying the matter was in the Attorney General's hands.